Hello guys, this is Gaming Wally here today with a new video of World of Tanks. Today I'm going to show you how to play the Panther II. But first and foremost, the Panther II is probably my favorite tank which I unlocked. So I already unlocked the E50, I'm sorry. But I really don't like it as much as this one. I have it equipped with the skills first. The skills, brothers in arms, large, medium caliber tank gun rammer, or large, I don't know which one. It is probably large. And then we got camo net and vents, I guess. So without further ado, I'm going to tell you how to play the Panther II. First of all, the Panther II is probably one of the best sniping tanks in the game. So the first thing I'm always going to do in the game is use the speed of this tank, which has very good speed. Can reach 50 pretty easily, kilometers per hour, so no miles. And I'm pick a sniper spot. So a very known sniper spot is this one. Most of people go into the bushes, but now I'm better hold down position, so it's better for me to stay alive in this position. No one from the left side of the map, I'm sorry, so east, can really shoot me, so I'm pretty safe here. The turret armor isn't that great, but it can be bouncy if not aimed directly in the front. So for Germans, they can hit me here, but I'm pretty safe for Russians or Chinese tanks. But I'm waiting and waiting, and there's not a lot of people spotted, so I'm getting bored, and I see already some people are going farther than my view range. So that's for me the decision. So aid some of my friends here, allies I say, but I see that someone is spotted, so I go back and take a shot without really aiming, and it ricocheted. So I see that the VK3601H is in trouble, and the IS-3 over there is all alone, but I make a mistake in driving. Bam, against the wall, stupid me. So but what the Panther II is really good at is relocating pretty quickly with its very good gun. It's not really that about alpha damage, which isn't the big thing on the Germans, except the Jagdpanzer E100. So I'm waiting and aiming and ricochet again. So now I'm pretty much going to support this IS-3. So the aim time again. I probably should have bought enhanced gun laying drive on this vehicle, but yeah, you know me, I'm too stubborn and choosing the best sniper setup and not really the best all-around setup you just choose. But the T-32 and I guess it was the, I don't know, are jacked up a little bit, so I'm pretty much safe that the IS-3 can hold this lane pretty easily. So I see we are losing at this side, so I relocate. Relocate is a very good thing in medium tanks. If you keep playing very static with a medium, it's not really a good thing, but if you can play very dynamic with a medium, they are going to reward you pretty well. If you play static, just go for a tank destroyer or a heavy tank, but not really a medium. But a medium is very good at flanking, which I did now. So the IS-3 is doing work which I knew he could do alone. So coming here around the corner, nailing the T-32, which leaves the IS-3 all alone and has a very good shot. So the KV-2 is dead too. And now I make a mistake, so that I didn't remember that guy and I missed, which was very unfortunate. So then we got the IS-3. I'm trying to angle my armor against the IS-3 a little bit and then going to shoot at the ass, and I was really hoping I get some fire out of it, but that wasn't so. Again get hit by the T-29. It's it's a T-29. Bounce, because it's pretty well angled. You can bounce, and there I get the hit I shouldn't have taken, and that was the hit that determined the outcome of this game. Pretty much, yeah, I had an idea. If I didn't took that hit, we could have won pretty easily, but yeah, the IS's penetration is a little bit too overpowered for me, I guess. And here I make a small mistake of not firing directly, because he was not directly aiming, but we are making it with 2, but we are both one-shots for this guy, and now I should have rushed him. But now the time is already lost, so he could have fired once. So what I'm going to do is pick an ambush spot. So he's going to follow me because he knows I'm probably a one-shot if he rolls decent, because I guess he has 390 damage on his gun. So he's going to chase me, which gives me an opportunity to pick a spot, and I think I took the best spot possible to ambush him. But unfortunately I was stupid enough to don't angle my armor, and people said, oh, you're stupid, but I out-damaged the second one in the line, which was the IS-3, of course, by 1k damage. So I'm not too unhappy about this game. It was most of the time the team that wasn't really that good. But yeah, here I forget to angle the armor and bounce, and that was the bounce I really hated. I tried to angle, but yeah, that was very, very unfortunate. So it was the first replay on the Panther. I wasn't really that proud of this game, but I did show you just because it made a concept on what the Panther II is really good at. Is very good at sniping, very good at supporting, and very good at relocating and flanking. So that's are the 4 things that this tank is really good at, and if you got those 4 things in one tank, I think you can make this tank work. You can also angle, but it's not really about the angling because the armor isn't that great, so you shouldn't be taking damage in the first place. So with this video watched, I'm going to show you another replay on the Panther II, because the Panther II is my favorite tank, and I should have shown you guys a little bit more about my favorite tank in this game I have unlocked. Maybe when I go to other countries or factions, I don't know what you should say about them, then maybe I will find a new one, and maybe the E50M. I have seen videos on YouTube about it, and I really think that one is a vehicle that I really would like to. So first I need to do some grinding on my E50, and then I really should unlock the E50M. But first time now doing the Tiger II, as you probably would have seen already that I just unlocked it. So first it's unlocking the E75, and then I will grind my E50. So the next replay. So this is the next replay on the Panther II. Let's start the replay. Of course, I already told you what the Panther II is really good at. It's sniping in the first place, relocating, and flanking. Of course, flanking isn't really that much shown in this game, but at the end I did do some flanking moves. But what the Panther II is also pretty decent at is being at the front line if you have coward teammates. And there is going to be someone who is saying to our side, which is the west side on the map. We are in the west side, so yeah, please guys, move up. Yeah, and he was right, but I couldn't go alone, so I did play it a little bit aggressive afterwards, but I didn't do that much more. So I'm now deciding, yeah, pretty much the spot I want to go is a problem spot. So here on the right, where I'm not now at, is some place where you can get stuck, so then someone has to help you. So I shouldn't advise to go that place. So now I'm thinking, yeah, maybe I get the ram off. But just before I hit him, someone else, and look at how the carcass is getting upward. So if I rammed him, I would have gotten probably a kill out of it, and probably a lot of damage if he wasn't all that jacked up. But we see that most of their enemy tanks are in the city, which isn't really the most advisable thing to do. In this map you should go this side where I'm now at, or you should go in the middle. You go unless in the city, unless you have some tank that is really good at playing in the city, like a mouse or an E100, or yeah, you know, an IS3. Yeah, you know what I mean, probably. So every tank that's good in the city. So now I'm doing the sniping part of the Panther II. So you can see everything I told you in the last video that I'm going to do now. So now I'm sniping, of course, and doing a lot of damage. Of course, I'm again on the top of the damage board on the end of this game, which is most of the time with the Panther II. It's a very good tank to be on the top, but every tank can be on top, of course. Even a scout. I was in my looks in a tier 5 battle. I was no, in a tier 6 I was first. So you can even do it in anything, except if you haven't got the penetration, then it's really hard. So after playing this game pretty much a lot of hours, I can say the most the stat that you have to have on your tank is penetration. That's the most important one. So I spotted him, so I get really much XP out of that one. I guess this was the game I unlocked my E50. So yeah, I really got very much XP just because I spotted so many enemies. I played like I was the scout tank. So there is the Jackson. There is also a T28 prototype, and after playing this game so long, I now knew where to shoot a T28 prototype. just now. So a T-28 prototype is a very well armored tank. So there is the T-28 prototype. Very good tank destroyer. So I don't know for sure what I should do, but if he gives his sight, yeah, then I will shoot at his sight all the time. So again, you can see that my armor is now I'm not, but now I'm moving, but I always keep my armor at a little bit of an angle where I think those guys are shooting from. Something I do quite a lot, but of course then he shoots me the moment I start relocating. As you can see, I always have some APCR ammo, and I don't use APCR as a tool to win, but I use it as a tool to be effective in a tier 10 game, and that's something I really hate in the tier 8 games, is that they are garbage in tier 10 games. You can do pretty much nothing, even though this gun has a very good penetration for a tier 8. Like if you compare it to the IS-6, but it has premium matchmaking, so it won't visit tier 10 games. So but those things have really low penetration, and they would be even worse in tier 10 games. So now I'm doing the relocating part of the Panther II. I just did a lot of sniping and a little bit of scouting, which isn't a good thing on the Panther II. But yeah, so I'm relocating because our completely right flank has fallen. No, it's our left flank, I'm sorry. And there is the T-34, which misses me, which I'm very glad of. And I destroyed our left side. So in the meantime, there are guys who weren't that aggressively. I checked them out after the game. They didn't do anything except capping almost. So they are now at the cap. So I'm saying, yeah, they are probably going back, or they will lose on this moment. So I can be aggressive and move up. I don't think they will trying to go to this spot on this moment, because then they will lose. Pretty much they need all their guys at the cap. So I'm checking, because the last guy isn't spotted, so now he is. The moment I realized he was spotted, I can move up. So there is only a Yak Panther and KV4, which I will have some nice ass shots on and take a lot of damage, and which secured my first place in this game. Firing on the move, which isn't advisable, but if you want to have some spot. So if you have problems with the KV4, then now you can know where to shoot it, just in the upper gun. If you have 200 penetration, it's pretty easy. You can do it with less, with 150 it's doable. With less than 150 maybe not. So there is the Yak Panther shooting me in the tracks. Again in the tracks. And I did a lot of damage on that KV4, but now the game is probably over, because they will kill him, and then there is only the artillery. So yeah, that's almost the end of this video. So about the Panther II, I'm going to talk a little bit on the 50. The 50 has the same traits as the Panther II. Very good at sniping, very good at relocating, and a very good flanker. So at the last on the KV, I did the flanking part. So I guess I did everything. I angled my armor because I did get some bounces. And yeah, everything I told you in the last game where this tank is good at, I did in this replay. So I'm very proud of this replay, because every good aspect of the Panther II you can see in this game. It's not really a game where I dominated, but it's a game where you can see this is the Panther II, and everybody knows how to play the Panther II. After this game, I said sniping. I did some sniping. I did some flanking. I did some angling. I did some relocating, and I pretty much didn't took that much damage. Only the T-28 prototype did damage on me, just because I wanted to have those shots on the T-28 prototype. So I think that was a very good Panther II game. The only one guy that I wanted to shoot at me did shoot at me and hit me, because the T-34 fired on the move and missed. So, but if you like the video, please leave a like, and if you really like the video, you can always subscribe and leave a comment if I should take another faction into consideration. The Russians, the Americans, you can choose. I will start fresh with those guys you choose, and if you want me to go like to the Pershing or something, you can ask me to go to the Pershing. So let's see you in the next video.